Hello and good evening. First on Fox 4 News at 5:30 tonight, we're learning more about the investigation of two high school football players from San Antonio who blindsided a referee during a game on Friday. And the players' actions were not the only ones questioned at today's UIL hearing. Fox 4's Sean Rabb in with what happened during today's emergency meeting. Sean.
Yeah, Steve, the group that oversees high school sports in Texas, unhappy right now. While more than 600 high school football games were played in Texas last Friday night, and one's being talked about nationwide for all the wrong reasons.
We want to know what's going on in this very serious situation.
A crushing hit on a high school referee by two players, seen now more than 6 million times, led to this emergency meeting of the UIL Executive Committee. The committee first commending Northside ISD in San Antonio for putting assistant coach Mac Breed, who reportedly may have encouraged the attack on that ref, on administrative leave, and suspending the two students involved in the attack.
Those students have no place on that team, and I think you've recognized that.
Robert Watts, a 14-year veteran referee who was targeted, has not yet filed an official complaint, but he has told an online publication libel and slander has already occurred. The two John Jay players allege Watts used racial slurs against them. The Texas Association of Sports Officials taking written statements from the entire officiating crew.
From the coin toss to the minute they walked off the field, any player interaction, any coaches interaction that they may have had or overheard, either between officials and players or players and players.
Northside ISD defending their students and athletes.
We do not believe that the actions of these young men reflect the students who are in our schools or certainly in our athletic program.
But committee member Gil Garza, Dallas ISD athletic director, disagreed, questioning the culture in the John Jay football program.
Players complaining over and over throughout the game, what many would call an assault on an official, clench fists as you cross the lines to shake hands. That seems to me like a time bomb waiting to happen, and it did happen.
Now, the committee that met today could impose greater sanctions on the John Jay football program. That hasn't been decided yet, but could happen at the group's regularly scheduled meeting, which is September 23rd. The tenor of comments today, though, Steve, suggests again that could happen, and there's still a disciplinary hearing for the two suspended football players.
All right, Sean, two quick questions I'd like to get through. First, you know how investigations work. The young men made an accusation against the official. It's been several days now. Wouldn't you expect, if it happened or if he had done it before, that people would have come down and said, yes, it happened to us too?
Yes. Robert Watts is a 14-year veteran of Texas high school football, officiating as well as JV games. He is most recently nominated as the president of the Austin chapter of officials. That game was last Friday night. By now, had he done this before, what he's accused of doing, surely someone would have come forward by now, some other school, some other players.
And quickly, we talked earlier, I didn't know this until you told me, he wasn't scheduled to do the game. He was a last-minute ad.
That's the irony of this. He was not originally part of this officiating crew, yet he gets the hit that knocks him to the ground. Someone on that crew was sick. He got the call to fill in, and he said yes last Friday night. Certainly, I'm sure he's regretting answering that phone call,
Yep.
Steve.
All right, Sean Rabb in the Dallas Newsroom, thanks.
All right.